Max F, and I'm from New York City in the US.
My name is Liam.
My name is Liam, and I'm from Paris.
So, welcome to Showcase.
Please. Technical difficulties.
One sec. We're going to restart.
Yeah. We'll start it off again. How's everyone doing? Yeah? Great? I hope we're all doing great. Yeah, Showcase is a really important event to all of us. We want to share our work and celebrate what we've done during this long term. You know, we've been here for a month and a half, so it's a lot for us students to live here. So yeah, this is a lot of fun.
All right, 3, 2, 1, action.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. My name is Max F, and I'm from New York City in the US.
I'm Liam, and I'm from Paris.
And welcome to Showcase. So, when we think of Showcase, we think of two things: where we were and what we learned. When we're looking at what we're learning, we're looking at how we're learning, why we're learning, and literally what we're learning. And where we're learning, well, we stayed mainly in Hiroshima City, but we took 2 outstanding trips to Tokyo and Kyoto. Thank you to Emma. On top of that, we also had the experiences to talk to A-bomb successors and A-bomb survivors. We had the opportunity to visit very cool islands such as Miyajima and cultural experiences like karaoke. But how did we do that? Aside from personal experiences, we also had our modules. Modules are teacher-led, place-based projects where we're looking more at deeper aspects that Japan involves. So Liam, give us a little more on what a module is.
I've had a lot of students come up to me, tell me that their modules are great. Their time in Japan was okay. All of our students learned a lot about art, culture, history, architecture, energy, theater, and a bunch of different things that we can only learn from in Japan, which is really nice. So let's start it off. Our first module that we called The Last Samurai has explored Japanese theater, and through this art form has made a performance that will keep you on the edge of your seat. So please listen up, and we'll let Kali talk more about this project as she's the director of the play. So come on up and tell us more about your module. Go ahead.
Good evening, dearest members of the audience. Welcome to this 2024 Japan Showcase. And in our module, we spent the last 2 months learning about samurai culture and history, philosophy, and the intricacies of theater. Combining all these elements, we were able to create a 1-act play written by us and directed by yours truly, incorporating an original storyline, script, and original characters. So without further ado, may I present to you The Next Samurai.
Attention audience, this is your cabin crew speaking. Please turn your phone to flight mode as boarding is about to commence.
Where is... Bro is honestly more concerned about samurai manga than getting a job.
I got it, everyone! Look, this is the latest edition. I waited 3 hours just to get this. Can you believe what happens next? No, you guys have to see.
We're gonna be late, come on.
No, we have to see.
No one cares.
I'm sorry, you have not slept in 3 days.
Y'all know where we're going?
Yeah, she looks like she knows where we're going.
How do you know that?
I mean, she's got a Japanese passport.
She got a Japanese passport. Like, you 100% that she's on our same flight though?
Yes, bro. She's got a Japanese passport. Of course she's going to Tokyo.
Okay, chill.
Where the flip is she?
Who?
Girl, we have been following for the past 10 minutes.
Yeah, we left her like 3 gates ago or
Oh, my god. Oh my god, what the flip?
Last call for passengers on flight JL253 to Tokyo. Please head to gate 12. Boarding in 5 minutes.
Wait, hold up. How long did she say?
5 minutes?
5? And what gate are we?
Gate 30?
Oh my gosh, thank you. Where? Guys, we made it. See? We made it.
Bro,
If we were gonna be late to our fight for our grad trip, I swear to God I would have killed you.
Anyways, I'm seat 24A. What about you guys?
24C.
24B.
Boarding complete. Attention all passengers. The pilot has switched the seatbelt sign off, and you are now free to move around the cabin.
Wait, what was that?
Huh? No, I didn't say anything.
Oh, my bad. Yo, you tripping. I think you gotta chill out on those melatonin gummies, bro.
Yeah, I've been kind of the airport. You good?
Robin's right. I think this lack of sleep's just really getting to me. I don't even know. Does anyone know where the bathroom is? Oh, yeah, just go straight and then to the right. Oh, okay. I'll catch you guys later then.
Wanna watch The Last Samurai? Bet.
Hello, I'm right in front of you.
Wait, who are you?
I am the ghost of the last samurai, the living representation of all things good and honorable.
What?
I have come to relay a very important message to you, Tyler. You have been chosen to be the next samurai. I've been watching you, and I believe that you have all the virtues of becoming a samurai.
Okay, as much as I like samurais, all of this is just too much for me. I'm sorry.
Upon my observations, you have not been doing too well. It appears that you are what they call unemployed.
Unemployed? Me? No, I'm just between college and jobs. Well, actually, college. Well, no, it's just a job, but still.
It sounds the same thing to me. Nevertheless, it does not have to be the case. You can do something grand and valuable with your life, becoming a samurai. It'll be just like what you've read in your mangas.
I'm listening.
All you must do is once you land in Japan, engage in sophisticated activities like learning to wield a katana, use nunchaku, ninja stars, doing karate, and much more.
But how exactly would using a sword to cut someone in half help me to get employed? Plus, I can't exactly put resume and using nunchucks on my resume, can I?
Tyler, you don't have this resume that you speak of.
Okay. So you're saying that if I do all of these things, I will become a samurai?
Absolutely. You can fulfill the legacy of your ancestors before you.
Wait, my ancestors were samurais?
Well, no, but you can be the first of the greats, the one after whom everyone will strive to be like you.
So, if I'm a samurai, they would want to be like me.
Absolutely. Who wouldn't think highly of a samurai?
Guys, I think this might be it. This is why I was unemployed in the first place. This is a sign. I get to be a samurai.
Hurry up in there. There's a line out here.
1 minute. Listen, ghost guy, I sure hope you're right about what you're saying.
May the samurai spirit be within you.
Attention all passengers. Konnichiwa and welcome to Japan, the land of the rising sun. Thank you so much for choosing JL Airlines. Have a great trip and we hope to see you again soon.
Woo! We made it.
Listen, guys. So I was doing some research during our flight, and hear me out.
I hate it when you start a sentence like
Bro,
that.
just okay. So basically, I canceled all our plans, and I rescheduled a bunch of really cool.
What?
Instead.
Why would you do that? I was supposed to use that money for stocks.
But like, there are really cool things. Like, we're gonna learn how to use katanas, throw ninja stars. We're gonna go to a samurai museum.
One question. Why?
Well, I just thought, wouldn't it be cool if we could learn the way of the samurai? And they're really authentic experiences. Like, we get to use real swords.
Can't get any better. Yeah, and to be honest, I was looking for other plans, but you should have checked with us, man.
Well, newsflash, guys. Life isn't all about going clubbing and shopping like you guys always do.
You know that's not always.
Well, you're sure acting like it is, buddy.
Besides what?
It's not refundable anyways.
No, stop it! No! Okay? Tyler, stop! Tyler, stop! Let's just do whatever Tyler has planned for us, okay? It's probably most definitely too late anyways to cancel, so let's just go with it. Alright, but I need my money back.
Fine.
Fine. Fine.
You must be. Konnichiwa. Nice to meet you. Guys, these are real swords. These are real swords.
How do you know that?
Can't you see? It's made out of shark skin.
Bro, chill. Is it from Okinawa or something?
It is from Okinawa. Konnichiwa, everyone. I am going to be your sensei for today, and welcome to my dojo. We're going to start our training, and first, we're going to learn how to sit in seiza. I'm going to show you how it's done, and you must follow along. We'll start by taking our left leg and kneeling it down, followed by our right, and sit on our ankles. We're going to make sure we have enough space to have two fists between our thighs. Go on.
Oh my gosh, guys, what is your problem? This is the simplest task and you still can't get that right!
Bro, why are you yelling at me, bro? Ain't nobody out here, like, pretending to be as enthusiastic as you are. Chill. Can we just not, guys, okay? We're all the way here to bicker among ourselves, so just, let's... Stronger, thank you.
I think we should all be a little more calm. Let's start by learning about mokuso. Mokuso is a way of meditation. It is how the samurais meditated and lived outside of their dojo. We'll start by closing our eyes and we'll take a deep breath in. Mokuso, yame.
Now you can open your eyes.
I'm going to teach you how to stand up from seiza now. So, as you're sitting, you're going to use your right leg, and before that, you're going to use your hips and bring it forward, and then your feet, and you're going to make sure you stand upwards so that you don't show that you're trying to attack anyone, because if you went forward, that meant you were going to attack somebody. So, again. the days of old, a simple truth emerged. Should two blades ever clash, only one warrior must remain. That's why samurais always walked on the left side of the roads to prevent any unintentional sword clashes. I'm going to teach you the traditional way of how the katana is wielded. We're going to start by holding our katana blade from our right hand, and then we're going to take it out of the cover and make sure the katana is pointing at the opponent's head. This is done so that they cannot tell how long your katana is.
Robin? Why are your hands in your pocket? What is wrong with you? Do you have no respect for the ground that you are standing upon? Listen, if you don't want to be here, then get out! It's not that hard, just leave!
You know what? You're annoying me, okay? You ruined this whole thing. We didn't come here to learn how to be samurais, okay? I'm done. Sensei, arigato, I'm out of here.
Hey. I know Tyler is bugging today, but let's respect the sensei. Hang in there.
Fine.
Ichi, ni, san, ha! 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 Good job, everyone. I think we all need a little break. We're a bit tired. I'm going to go to 7-Eleven, and if you need me, please come.
Are you gonna go sign off, Sensei? Thank you. Guys, isn't this so cool? I've always dreamed of this, but I can't believe it's actually happening. Just look at the sword. Just appreciate it. Like,
I'm sick of this. You're a yapster, okay? You just keep yapping on and on. I here, okay?
You can't understand me, dude. We're just not the same. I mean, look at you. You've got a future lined up with a job, doing the things that you actually want to do, but look at me, okay? What do I have? I've got nothing back home. So I have to become a samurai. Like, I don't care what you guys think.
Tyler, wake up! Samurai do not exist anymore. Stop it! Stop it, please!
You're not a friend for not having my back. Look, I started this journey, and I will finish it, whether you guys are on board or not. I don't care.
I'm getting the hell out of here.
Oh, wow.
Like a tennis touch.
What are you doing?
I have to do this. I have to stay committed to the way of the samurai. I'm sorry.
Ah! Yo, are you serious, bro? I ain't playing no more, bro. Hey, Jaden, do something! Tyler! What are you doing? Are you out of your mind or something? Stop it, please! Oh my god, Sensei!
I'm sorry. But it's just the way it is. One of us has to die. Accept your fate. Accept your fate and fight to the end like a true samurai.
Tyler!
This is not the samurai way!
Tyler! You have got it all wrong. What I failed to mention the last time I saw you is that being a samurai in modern days is not about violence. You must demonstrate the Bushido code, which is what samurai is all about. It's what we call kata, freedom within constraints.
Oh. But what are the values of the Bushido code? What more do I need to train in? I mean, I've learned how to use my katana. I've learned how to use nunchucks, even my own fist. But still.
You must demonstrate the virtues of a Bushido code, which are honesty, courage, integrity, benevolence, honor, loyalty. Killing your friend does not go in line with this code, Tyler.
So, I almost killed my friend Robin. My entirety, my sanity, all for something I thought I understood. What is wrong with me? What is my problem? See, none of this makes sense in my head. I did what I was told to do. Every training, every workshop, every research, every single thing I did it.
Bushido is a mindset. Being a samurai is about this Bushido code. That is why I wanted you to train to be a samurai. You said it yourself. Learning to wield the katana, use nunchaku, these are not something you can put on your resume. But the Bushido values are. It is a way to think, to see, to understand the facade of reality. It goes against the pattern that keeps us like puppets in the society, telling us what to think.
What have I done? How foolish can I have been? Oh, I didn't understand it. So instead I created this twisted reality. And now I have to find a way to fix this somehow. I just don't know how.
Are you out of your mind? You're trying to kill me!
I'm sorry.
I thought you were my friend! Bro, look, what is wrong with you? Nah, I can't do this no more. I'm out. I'm gonna do my own thing.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. What? I didn't mean to do that. Sensei, did I just kill my friend?
It's okay. The blades on the sword were dull, so you could have injured them, but not killed them. You're all new students. I wouldn't just give you the real swords. This class was never about the clinking of swords. It was about learning about the code of conduct, the Bushido code.
I only wish I knew that earlier. I only wish I knew it earlier.
Tyler, I'm so sorry, but me and Robin can't do this anymore. We are gonna go. I'm so sorry.
Oh, what have I done? My friends have left me, and now I have no one. I'm just all alone.
All I can do is offer you my expertise. I think learning about the Bushido code will really benefit you.
Oh, Sensei, will you teach me the Bushido values and then the way of the
Of course, it'll be my honor.
Now this matcha isn't nearly as good as the one in Japan, is it?
Tell me about it. I miss Japan's matcha every day. Tyler, I love your business proposal, and my company would be happy to sponsor it. I think that counseling grad students to help them land jobs is invaluable. I'll have my secretary email you.
Thank you so much. It was nice doing business with you.
As with you.
Shall we head out?
Thank you, young man. You have come so far.
Attention all audience. Thank you so much for watching. And now I'd like to introduce you to our cabin crew.
We have a lot of mixed feelings about this. This is my first time seeing this show, so wow, you know. I didn't know David had that in him. Yeah, so thank you for watching. Thank you guys so much for coming up. It was really cool. So I'll let Max take it away for the next module.
Yeah, like Liam said, that was truly amazing. I didn't know you guys could do all that. The next module we'll be presenting is The Tale of Two Cities. This module focused on how culture can be preserved through architecture in Japan and how they use their learnings in their own design seminars. So Kenzo and Yosef, please come up to the stage.
Hello everyone, I'm Kenzo from US and Japan, and I'm presenting with...
Hola, ¿cómo están? Soy Yosef de México.
Together, we'll be presenting our module, The Tale of Two Cities, or the module of architecture. So, in this module, we were working with a group of students coming from a wide range of cultures, and unfortunately, Sophie wasn't able to join us for the first part, but she was able to join us online. Obviously not through an iPad, but she was able to support us from there. I'd like to start by breaking down the driving question, which was, how can we apply the Japanese approach of cultural conservation to design for architectural renovation or innovation in our own home cities? And throughout this presentation, we'll show you the module, experiences and the skills that we learned to help answer this question in our own way.
During the first part of the term, we had the opportunity to learn about local and global architectural techniques. During the second part of the term, we had the opportunity to dive deeper into our own cultural techniques and then integrated them into the summary we decided to do. We had the opportunity to learn cultural architecture with multicultural architects. We were with a Mexican, Japanese, and New Zealander professor from Kyoto, Tokyo, and Hiroshima University.
So I'd like to talk about our first guest speaker, Professor Daniel, who we visited during Kyoto We Explore. And he was really interesting because which was a group of architects around the 1940s to 70s, and they were really popular at the time, being led by an architect known as Kenzo Tange, who I will refer to later on. They were the pioneers for what we have today as capsule hotels, and they also designed the World Expo for Osaka in 1970. He also talked about Japanese architectural concepts, such as doma, which is the earthen floor in a Japanese house, symbolizing where you take your shoes off and how you enter a Japanese building. Oku, or depth, which is how a Japanese building changes in connection to its environment as you get deeper into the building. And then the nakaniwa, or the inside garden. We also talked with Dr. Mizuta, who was a really interesting architect that told us about the evolution of more recent Japanese architects in the past few decades. And he also explained to us how Kenzo Tange, the leader of the Metabolists that I mentioned, Peace Memorial Park. So he was in charge of designing that whole layout and that whole beautiful park. He also talked about architects at this time were not only focusing on just physical buildings and in consideration for those who live in them, but how they're talking about more like psychological concepts such as light and space within their designs.
We also engaged in conversation with Rafael Balboa, a Mexican architect that has been living in Japan for more than 50 years. With him, we learned a little bit more about the social construction and how it's directly linked to Bushido and Buddhism values. At the same time, we also learned a little bit more how can we do our designs respecting and making harmony with local values, with local culture, and with local environment. Last and not least, we had the opportunity to learn that while architecture is a beautiful art, it is also a business, and how can we make and strategize our designs to make it a beautiful business that boosts like any other business. So, what is TGS if it was only guest speakers? Why would it be a traveling school? We had the opportunity to go to Small Worlds Tokyo. There, we learned about different things. First of all, the design of an entire city. Here, we could see differences in the social structure of the city, including high-end neighborhoods and slums. At the same time, during our visit to the French, Switzerland, German villa, we had the opportunity to learn how aspects of architecture are very much defined by aspects such as the weather and the local taste of the people. We went little, but we also went big. We went to the Edo Tokyo Open Air Museum. There, we were showcased with buildings that have been very important and remarkable for Japan. The 19th century Japanese house to a hundreds and hundreds years old onsen.
While we were in Tokyo, we also got to visit the Tokyo office of an architect firm known as M's Architect, and they design private homes in a town called Karuizawa, and it was really interesting to visit their office because they showed us the professional architect design workflow for things considering like what the client wants, how they like the culture of how they live, and how to consider their building within the nearby environment to design it to blend in without standing out. They also had tons of physical models, as you can see in their office, which is really useful for designing our summatives, as some of us chose to go with physical models. As I mentioned earlier, we also used Sweet Home 3D, which is floor planning and 3D modeling software, design sketches, and other forms of floor planning with images to help iterate and design what kind of building do we want to build for a final product, and to answer the giant question.
But what is a design without a rationale? We delve deeper into our home culture architectural elements to further create our design. A great example of this is Satya. In her case, culture was not only seen as a thing that is there, rather as a way of showcasing your identity. She decided to build her house on her experiences in her Australian and Thailand time. She took the best parts of each of the architectural elements and designed a house that looks a little bit Thailand but a little bit Queenslander, with a roof allowing better airflow to go by, and Queenslander windows making the house seem cooler and more comfortable for the people that live in it.
But our summatives weren't only limited to houses. For example, Santi's summative was a memorial park for victims of violence in Mexico. He wanted to spread awareness about the 350,000 people killed after the warhead drugs began. The way he expressed this, he used different forms of symbolism within his peace park. For example, in the entryway, as you can see, there's 35 columns separated into lines, which represent the 350,000 killed and 110,000 missing. He also chose with a style of like modern, brutalist 20th century Mexican architecture to further enhance this idea that he was talking about.
Next, we would like to do a special mention to Francesca and Sophie, which very kindly and very proactively helped us during the module, and because of them, it wouldn't have been possible. Thank you very much. Obrigado. Gracias.
And sorry, just before we wrap up, we'd also like you to, we'd like to invite you to our booth. We not only have models of just houses and things like that, but some of the students decided to build a wide variety of buildings, such as possible expo buildings for Brazil, even high-end hotels. So please come do visit our booth, and we even have a VR exhibition set up, so you can come and look at our designs in real time and walk around them as if you were there. Thank you very much.
Wow, that was great. I did not know you guys did that much this module. So, the next module.
So this is also a very interesting module. WALL-E, like the movie, you know, with the little robot. Yeah, this module will explore the use and management of energy, different various perspectives, and also through different historical lenses. So if I could please get Maya and Sigurd on stage, give them a big round of applause. Thank you.
My name is Sigurd. I'm from Norway.
And my name is Maya. I'm from Canada.
And we're presenting WALL-E, the module.
Exploring the areas of energy.
So, when looking at a module, you start with a driving question. Our driving question is, how might we better understand the relationship between humans and energy in the past, present, and future of Japan? In simple terms, we're looking at the management, use, and production of energy within Japan from different perspectives, whether it be cultural, even spiritual and scientific perspectives, as well as throughout history.
Along with exploring this, we had a number of guest speakers, approximately 3. The first one we had was looking at more of the spiritual elements of energy, where we looked at Shinto Buddhism and what that means from an energy perspective. We then also had a guest speaker who now works at the Peace Park. And our final guest speaker was a man who is a historian and scientist working on the atomic bomb and survivors of the bomb.
Additionally, we did our own investigation, including exploring existing energy systems within Hiroshima and reflecting on our own understanding of energy systems, how we see them working. And we also worked with small renewable energy models to see how energy can be created and managed and try to extrapolate it to a wider scale.
Our first of 2 we explorers was in a place called Koyasan, where we went to a Shinto Buddhist temple and stayed there overnight. We had a fire ritual and we ate some of their very good food, as well as a walk through a cemetery, a 2-hour hike, and a very interesting experience about the spiritual side of energy, looking at your own personal energy and looking at the energy that is eco-friendly.
Additionally, we looked at the flip side, the more extravagant use of consumer energy in this case. We went to Disneyland to look at the way they used energy within their own systems, how they managed that, and, you know, the entertainment industry and how big of an energy drain that is. We also went to several different museums to look at emerging technologies within energy management, as well as doing some fun activities like go-karting.
One of our shorter excursions was to a nuclear power plant, where we looked at how the inner workings of nuclear power, both boiling power and pressurized nuclear power. And we looked at how the new safety regulations of nuclear energy in Japan affect nuclear power plants.
Additionally, we did a tour of the Mazda factory and museum, looking at how they use their energy, and specifically looking at their own design process and how they create the human that into our own final product to make it user-friendly. That brings us on to the final product creation. We used all of our knowledge, our experiences, our own understanding of the use of energy to create, as well as a theoretical framework for an energy system within Hiroshima, looking specifically at what exists and where the gaps are to be filled. And we went through a user design process, which Mai will talk more about.
Yes, so our user design process, and basically throughout the whole module, we looked at human-centered design and how to affect how the human aspect of affects your design process. How the architecture of each area affects the user experience and the more like immersive areas of the experience. We looked at how at Mazda they made their cars not only for it to be fast and good, but also to be comfortable and to look nice. And so we wanted to look at how the human aspect really fits into the design process.
Thank you so much. For more of our practical demonstrations, you can see there's some light at the back. That is where we will have our own demonstrations and our own rationales for our individual final products. So please come check that out. Thank you so much.
Physical final products there. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So this is probably not what you guys wanted me to take out of this module. Yeah, but I really like fast and comfortable cars, so I really thought this module was. I would have loved to went to the Mazda museum. I hope to still go, but yeah, I find that really cool. Like in terms of like cars that you guys. and that everything went well. I saw some of your project. Yeah. So yeah, just thank you so much. Yeah, thank you.
All right, we're good. So, that module was great. Moving on, definitely not the best module. This is like just a regular module.
No bias.
No bias towards anything. We were the best module for sure.
Best.
Everything. Okay. So manga evolution. These guys, all of them, focused on how traditional Japanese art forms contributed to contemporary manga in Japan. So, welcoming Isha and Tari to the stage to present our module.
Goats.
Hi everyone, this is Module 4, Manga Evolution. I'm Isha and I'm from Malaysia.
And I'm Tari and I'm from the US. So for our module, our driving question is, how can Japanese visual storytelling techniques document historical and cultural events?
In our module, we learned about how traditional Japanese art forms contributed to current-day Japanese manga.
And we did this through discovering many Japanese art forms, such as sumi-e, which is traditional ink painting, ukiyo-e, which is woodblock printing, kamishibai, which is oral storytelling, and manga, which is the contemporary art form.
In sumi-e, we learned about traditional Japanese ink painting, and we focused more about getting dynamic movement onto paper and expressing that. If you can see the third picture, that is one of our final products from our work. We focused on getting ink gradients and expressing that in the form of a dragon.
In our ukiyo-e workshop, we got to go to Kyoto and learn from a master ukiyo-e artist. So we looked at the Great Wave by Hakusai and how to develop that print through the layering of colors.
And in our manga and anime section, we watch animes like Demon Slayer and analyze what sets it apart from other animations. We also learn about how to read manga and the culture behind manga by going to the manga museum in Kyoto. We also learn a lot of skills about drawing in the manga style by attending workshops.
And finally, we learned about skill building for our final products. So for example, we were able to go to the streets of Hiroshima and take pictures to create a narrative story, and we put that in storyboard form, as you can see on the right here. We also learned drawing techniques for storyboards, which is going to a workshop where we learned how to draw 4-panel mangas.
We also focus on skill building for our final product as well. We focus on learning how to draw in a more manga-like style, specifically about composition and the ratios of body and face.
Throughout our module, we also had experiences in Kyoto and Tokyo. So for example, we were able to visit the very fun Studio Ghibli Museum, as well as Team Lab Planets, where we went into their immersive art exhibits. We were able to have a very fun drumming workshop where we learned different rhythms and beats. And we were able to go to the Tokyo National Museum where we learned about the artworks there.
For our summative product, we had to choose a historical event or a cultural norm that was significant to Japan, and then create a story out of it. And then we had to create a storyboard that had minimally 8 frames that expressed the key elements of this story. And then we choose one panel from this storyboard to then express and bring to life in our selected medium. For example, from my final product, my main goal was to express my inspiration, which are traditional Japanese playing cards, Hanafuda cards, and bring them to life in my storyboard.
In my product, I focused on manga styles using G. I wanted to do a symbolic view of my time in Japan. Guys, calm down. You can read more about it in our booth. And you can see some of the other students' final products, as well as take a try at stone-carved stamping.
Last but not least, thank you to Sam, Adam, and Kelsey for making this module happen, and thank you to our workshop guest speakers for helping our final product knowledge, and thank you for listening.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the module. It was mine, so yeah, it was really fun. Yeah, it was tough. Go ahead, Max.
Yeah, so we are now done with the first part of the presentation. Make sure you guys have 35 minutes until you have to be back in your seats so we can start the second half. Student and module booths are behind on the back. If you want to check out the really cool mega module we just said, over there. All of our subjects are there. And yeah, snacks in the middle. Be back 7:55 so we can start at 8.
Eat the bagels. All right, thank you.
Tú también. Touching me.
At last.